The brilliant blue sky over Mount Iwate at dawn that greets the watchmakers and technicians of the Grand Seiko studio Shizukuishi is a sight to behold, especially when it is tinged with the red of the morning sun. It is the combination of colors that has inspired the design of this new automatic timepiece. The blue of the dial is echoed in the vivid blue of the titanium sections of the oscillating weight, and the red ring inside the sapphire crystal caseback mirrors the glow of the morning sun as it rises and causes light to flood through the broad windows of the studio. This is the inspiration for this watch, the Grand Seiko 60th Anniversary Limited Edition. As always, Grand Seiko never disappoints on their poetry. Grand Seiko has always been known for their finishing and quality of construction, and this special edition is not the exception. We have a case of 40mm, lug-to-lug of 46.6 and the thickness of 13mm. We have a full steel watch with the classic Soratsu polishing, which is a shame because I bought this watch on the gray market and the past owner didn't take care of it really well. I believe the most impressive thing about this watch is the dial. Ply indices, sword hands with a satin finish but the edge with a sharp and bright polish. The way that the hands and the indices play with the light and shine with the sun is spectacular. Then we return to the blue dial, which is a really deep blue that shines really bright with the light and plays between black and the really deep blue, which, as you heard at the beginning, is how Grand Seiko describes the sky in the morning sun. We have the GS logo and Grand Seiko printed on the dial. I wish the GS wasn't a plate logo, but well. And one thing that really confuses me is the date wheel. Grand Seiko are known for their details, but they decided to keep the date wheel black instead of making it blue, which confuses me a bit. I don't know if they did this on purpose or just out of laziness. As I mentioned before, we have a steel case and a steel bracelet, not titanium as we are used to, but I was surprised when I had this against the Shunbun because the steel scratches more easily than the hardened titanium, which talks great about the titanium. If you turn the watch around, you can see the movement, which makes me have a love-hate relationship with it. I like it because the rotor is really cool. It is blue titanium with a red ring, also inspired by the morning sun. But I wish I could see more of the caliber 9S65, and I wish I could see more of the finishing of the movement. Like I said, I really like the rotor, but I wish I could see more of this movement. It has a power reserve of 72 hours, and it's really precise, around +5 to -3 seconds a day. And it is said to be assembled by hand. The blue of the oscillating weight is achieved through an oxidation process in which metals are subjected to electrolysis and generate an oxide film. I think that this watch is really well built and really well made. I think the blue is a beautiful color that could work very well as an everyday watch. It is an automatic as well, so it's basically perfect. The variation of the movement makes it really good, so you don't have to adjust the time. The detail of the second hand with the red point makes it sport and at the same time a bit elegant. And I think you could choose between a lot of straps for this watch, so you could change a strap every day and you would never get bored of it. Grand Seiko makes this easy because they have drilled lugs, so it is easy to change the strap without scratching the watch too much. And also, the lug size is 20mm, so you can find a lot of straps for this watch. The bezel is really shiny and it becomes a scratch magnet. So I would really advise on taking care of this watch because the Soratsu polishing is too bright and every little nick, dent or scratch will show, and that makes me super crazy. The bracelet is comfortable. It's not the best bracelet in the world. It definitely needs micro adjustments, but in general, it works. The retail price on this watch was $5,200, which to me, as I've said before, makes this watch a cheap watch when you actually know what Grand Seiko is giving to you. First of all, it is a special and limited edition of the Grand Seiko 60th anniversary, and it was limited to 2,500 pieces, which actually is a pretty limited number for the world. The finishing is crazy. The color of the dial is amazing. The quality and build of this watch is great. The details, the inspiration, the blue rotor, the red details, Everything of this watch is basically perfect. I actually believe that all of these Grand Seiko watches are a bargain right now. I would actually advise to start buying these watches before they go up in price, because I predict that they will go up in price a lot. I believe these prices are just a strategy to position themselves in the market and then going up for the bigger names.